InnerTrack for us was a perfect solution and perfect timing in that we had a very manual process in the receiving department. Everything was done on paper. They were opening every box that came across the dock to pull a packing slip if it wasn't on the outside. You know, we had banker box after banker box full of old packing slips, and just not a very efficient process. Products getting lost, having to backtrack, you know, staff in the organization complaining. I'm calling, you know, my vendor, they said it was shipped and they received it, but we all know that, you know, we're getting hundreds of boxes across the dock every day. And so we were looking for a solution that would help us gain some efficiency in that area. It needed to be fairly kind of plug and play for us. We didn't have a lot of available resources on the IT side to help us do a big implementation because we were in the middle of a big implementation. So we were looking for something that provided us the efficiencies we were looking for, but that was, you know, kind of cloud-based where we can plug and play and get it up fairly rapidly, and we found that in InnerTrack. I actually was a little worried. Some of the staff that's in that area have been there for a very long time, and so there was some resistance. But when we did go live and they actually, you know, got their tools, because, you know, everything's done right on an iPad. We have a couple iPads and a couple iPods that they use to scan their packages as they come in. They were really, really excited about it and happy to be kind of part of the business process change and helping make decisions about how we were going to function in that area. Kind of building their own business process, and I think they really like that. It gives the end users the ability to know where their packages are. The amount of telephone calls that we get to the purchasing office, to the receiving department, saying, where's my package? My vendor said it came, and we really don't know. I mean, it could be sitting right in front of them, and if they haven't gotten to it to open the box, to look at the packing slip, they don't even know that it's there yet. So it does give us that ability to track packages that are moving through the organization. And actually it was kind of neat, the first kind of shipment advice email that I got, you know, saying your package, you know, is moving and you can kind of watch it move through the organization. And I shared it with my boss, Bob Riley, who's the CFO, and he was pretty impressed with that. I think especially with us going live on PeopleSoft, the InnerTrack implementation never kind of really made his radar. And so when he got that, he was like, wow, this is pretty amazing. Creating the electronic record, for us, it puts everything right there at the desktop of the buyer. So right now, if you could imagine, it actually looks like a little bit of something out of a cartoon. When they leave the office, the purchasing office, to go out into receiving and try and find something. So the vendor says they shipped it, the person didn't get it, we have the proof of delivery at least so we know it hit the dock, but they kind of scramble all around and then they have to dig through boxes, and we just don't have to do that anymore. They can go right to the computer, they can see it came in on this day, it was signed for by this person, they delivered it at 3:30 and Nurse Mary signed for it, and here's a copy of her signature. And so it really does cut down on the amount of labor-intensive work that the staff has to do. The main benefits are just creating that electronic path for products that come in through the organization, being able to look in the system and see when it hit the dock, who signed for it, and provide that proof of delivery for someone who might be looking for it, and not have to do kind of the manual dance that we do now between the purchasing department and receiving. And then just huge benefits for the receiving staff. I mean, the efficiency that's been gained and how quickly they can get through those boxes that come across the dock, where before it took, there was a lot of times there was stuff left over the day, you know, that came in today that they just couldn't get to. But the ability to just scan those packages as they come across, match it to the PO, receive it if it needs to be received, and then get it staged to be delivered, it's amazing.